video was made possible thanks to the support of assetprotection.au, supporting security professionals achieve more with the Aritech range of products.
Going to do a quick video this morning on first time connection to a TX10000 Discovery panel. First step is to connect up the panel. For that, we'll need power. We'll need at least one keypad. And we'll need our LAN connection. In this case, I've got a flat cable running directly from my Discovery to my PC. All right, once we've got those connected, if our system is freshly defaulted, we will need to disarm the system. This one's already been disarmed, but what we would do is we would go disarm, enter your code, and select all areas. That will disarm all areas. We need that to access the installer menu. The next step will be to put in our IP address. To do this, we need to go into the installer menu. Which is menu 19. Then go to menu 9, communications. Set up hardware. On board. Baud rate doesn't matter. Yes, we want Ethernet turned on. We want DHCP for this purpose turned off. No DHCP. Yes, enable ping. Then we want to add our IP address. For this scenario, we want 192.168.1.10. Double check it before continuing. That looks right. Subnet mask, we'll just do 255.255.255.0. That looks right. Gateway, I always find on first setup, it's good to set your gateway as your PC's IP address. So for that, we'll set it to 192.168.1.100, which is my manually allocated IP address of my PC. Same with DNS, I'll add that in just to be sure. I have seen mixed results with sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't, so I always tend to do it. All right, so we've set our IP address. Exit out of the menu. Now at this point, I set up a ping on my PC of that 192.168.1.10 address, and I put in -T to have it run continuously so I don't have to keep going back to it. Now in this case, it's already got the IP address and it's already working. If you find it doesn't work straight away, I find a good tip is to power cycle the Discovery just to allow it to take on the IP address. Okay, so now that we've got that, we should be right to move on to connecting up our web interface. Something to note with logging into a Discovery is that the login changes, the default login changes, depending on which firmware version you're on. Now we're currently on, and it says it across the bottom of the screen here, TSX10000 77187. So this is version 1 Discovery. So it uses the Tecom master login with a standard PIN. And now you're connected to your Discovery. You can go in and you can start setting up your comms paths. Something to note with logging into Discovery, if you are on a firmware version TSX2, the login does change. The default login is master@discovery.local. Check with your distributor for the PIN number.